The Isle of Scale, headquarters of the ARK Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the ARK Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the ARK Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
One more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, lady. I see someone's in a hurry to get inside. Well, no one's putting a gun to your head.
Evening.
Looking very good, sir. But due to increased security, I can't let you through. Bummer, I know.
Annual gathering of the ARK Society. As ARK patrons, all fellow citizens will be on the ground. However, there is all
Sir, hello.
What about this freezing cold? Are you planning to do anything about that? When I say this... Say, is that the, Master of
Ooh,
Ceremony?
what's with that
If our
weird
son
bird
had-
effigy?
It's the annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the ARK Society emerges unscathed and triumphant.
Ah, rebirth. I get.
Interesting. Zoe Washington is going to partake in a ceremony, symbolizing the downfall of civilization from which the ARK Society will emerge unscathed. Apparently, a giant phoenix-shaped effigy is set on fire, with Zoe inside it. Well, I suggest you locate this Master of Ceremonies who lights the fire, 47. If this doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen, I don't know what does.
What's new is that the Master of Ceremonies will light the effigy on fire with Zoe Washington.
A bit showy, you say?
Maybe it's just a book. He was ravaged by the plague at one point in history. Only the lady in the house, her youngest son, and a few servants survived. They buried 50 people in the sea.
Things are too easy nowadays. Our lives are so bloated and corrupted compared to those days.
It really stinks.
No, I mean literally, it stinks here. There's a rotten stench in the air. It's revolting. I'm just sad I'll never be able to see his face when they read him the will.
Section about how much he would have inherited if he wasn't such a spoiled ass.
Maybe we'll get lucky next year. Zoe will ask us to burn all the overpriced shit we buy and forget about
What would you put back there? Maybe some kind of special ritual room? Maybe it's just storage, huh? There's gotta be another token around here. The others must be way ahead of me by now.
Are you kidding me? If the pressure drops just a bit, the locking mechanism fails and Miss Washington won't be able to. What sort of a maniac would lock herself inside a burning empty without proper measures?
Same kind of repelled to an ancient temple with death traps.
Miss Zoe Washington? The name's Molly. I'm one of the custodian staff. I am sorry to call you directly, but I feel I need to warn you.
Oh my god!
What the? No!
Yeah, what about that Mayan stone we recovered? Huh? I think we did the world a favor by keeping that to ourselves. No need for another. We probably will this time around. Well, at least we spared the tribe who was hiding the stone.
You know, if those ancient civilizations were so great, how come they're all dead? We represent the new pinnacle of mankind, so I say it's only fair.
Strange.
Find out what that was.
I hear you.
Good jig.
And all those wacky adventures. Oh, we do have fun, old friend. We do have fun.
Seriously, I'll pay.
Me? You're the master of ceremony.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. Never go in the swamp like this. Besides, I do chamber plays. Spectacle. What if people hate it? Shit, they're gonna hate it.
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just entertainment.
Entertainment? Oh, good Lord, what have I done? How did I let her talk me into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you're going on stage?
Why are you sneaking
Everyone's
around?
waiting for you. God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control my nerves.
All right, Mr. Fenniger.
What was that?
Break a leg.
Huh? Hey, you can't throw things around. Find a garbage can. All right, Mr. Fenniger. Break a leg.
Mr. Fenniger. Excellent.
Well, starting again.
Fenniger, thank Christ. Ready when you are.
Who's this guy? Oh, it must be the MOC.
A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington, the ARK Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Excellent work, 47. Enjoy the spotlight.
Patrons of the ARK Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The ARK Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Hello, sir.
Look at you, Finnegar. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Sophia Washington.
You're well?
Yeah, stop.
Axel, keep it warm in there? I'm telling you, they have that. Stowed away in the Ark of Legacy. You can't even say the name. Artist at the blank canvas. How the hell did you pull that off?
You donating?
What are you afraid of me?
Cloud serpent. They say it belonged to Montezuma himself. It was lost for over 500 years. Won't tell Blake Nathaniel I killed the serpent.
Now, James.
Good evening, sir.
Council's still in session?
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of the...
So, Sophia Washington has called a council meeting between the original 5 members of the ARK Society. Sophia hopes to pass some sort of motion, but she faces stark opposition from ultra-conservative coal baron Jebediah Block. I suggest you find Mr. Block while the council is still in recess, 47. I suspect the headstrong Sophia will not take kindly to dissidents and troublemakers.
original 5, you know, the first people to fund the ARK Society back in '91.
Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming fuck. Uh-oh. What am I, paparazzi? I just work for these assholes. Same as you.
Well, maybe Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt...
So, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to leave.
Sure.
Thank
What
you.
did he do?
I don't know.
I'm glad we don't have a problem.
She seems real interested in his invention. Something called a kill switch.
Sounds ominous.
Whatever it is she's plotting, it's not one part of it. But, and we're smarter. Guess we've all been down that road.
Poor bastard. Well, that's what you get for inventing kill switches, I suppose.
Okay, and don't forget to order me.
Okay. Possible intruder.
Help me, damn it!
Stay close to me! This is gonna be hairy!
Yes, all right, I understand the situation.
Bah! The council has been usurped by the rocket tree. Of course not. We're a secret society. It's not like we can take our...
Come on!
But...
So, brain uploads, huh?
Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not in a million.
For your services.
My guess is that
It's amazing the things
You're
you
not
pick
even
up
thinking
when
about the
nobody
big
gives you
picture.
a second thought.
It's a wonderful night.
let's have it.
I gave you a task.
That's
Should
you,
have been an easy
the
sell,
Constant,
yet
Providence's
here
top
it comes to
controller.
us undecided.
Everything depends on capturing him alive.
I have it under control.
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners.
We can't know.
Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once. I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts of my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't... keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. But who cares how? As long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Yea or nay, Block? Silence is consent. Right. I will have to interpret that as an aye. The vote is unanimous. The...
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of... Ah, idiot.
Son of a...
Blocked. You stupid.
That's 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please. So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number 1.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the ARK Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial cold goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try, but I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be a shame if the American public got wind of your somewhat creative approach to safety regulations. Your popularity ratings are just south of John Wilkes Booth as it is.
I see.
You have until dawn to change your position and pass this motion, and you and I, we never had this talk. You smell cheaper than you look, FYI.
Good evening, sir.
Think you're safe, Constant? Think you're in control? You have...
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to the harbor where it's less crowded. You can hijack one of the Archean boats.
Question is how? He's not likely to come quietly. Unless you get your hands on a kill switch.
Yes, that might just work. Search one of the twins, 47.
Enjoy your evening, sir.
So, Block stuck to his guns. Why am I not surprised?
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say? How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. The boy in the picture. You have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such
Sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you? I wonder.
Just keep walking.
You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original five to embrace the Green Revolution.
That can. The original five are all energy. These guys
Evening.
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient. But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Oh, I know.
Running the Founders Week for over a month.
Having a good time, I hope.
Some of the world's most prominent people waiting to pay their last respects. I have the star of the Prague Philharmonic on stage. And you're telling me that you lost the sodding dagger?
I'm really sorry, ma'am. My team received no notification. You sure they can give you a great number?
I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients? Violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
Us? Oh, I see. The penny drops. I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Gray. Or was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners, the men behind the curtain who've caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
Ah, right. Evening. Hello there.
Now, the Sun Castle has an art history. Rumour has it.
Enough talking. You'll do plenty of that later. We're here. Get on the boat.
Mr. Edwards, still think this is maintenance?
Oh, Miss Burnwood, what have you done? Changing horses midstream? Truly unprofessional.
You know what we want.
Where is the carrot?
No carrot. You're useless to the partners. Compromised. Even if we let you live, you can never return. Why die protecting them?
When I can drag them down with me.
It's a bad hand, but it's all you've got.
Three families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants. 3 dynasties secretly pooling their resources over generations, creating a singularity so dense that nothing escapes its gravity.
Never heard of them.
Well, they've heard of you. In fact, you just became the top of their agenda.
Go. We can't give them time to retaliate.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Be careful.
Well, here we are again. I must admit I am disappointed, Miss Burnwood. I had such big plans for you.
Save it. I know the truth now. You're outplayed. You have nothing left to bargain with.
You were so certain, so sure of the people closest to you. He never fails, does he? He never misses his mark. You found a window into his past. And yet, something else remains hidden. A simple truth you learned long ago.
Diana!
Coming!
No one, Miss Burnwood, is untouchable.